Here we go. Good evening, everyone.
Good
Happy
evening.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
We just did the Ukrainian national anthem. We've been doing it almost every Sunday, haven't
And
we?
we did a very hopeful and full of joy and victory
That's
version
right.
tonight, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, and I also just want to say that we started doing this in the beginning of the year, last year,
Yeah.
thinking that we were, that the troubles in Europe would be solved. We're still doing this, and we'll hang in there, and I hope you will too.
That's right.
We
We got to send our hearts and our love to people that are struggling.
But most important, you're here with us tonight, and that's a big deal, and we welcome you. We're glad you could join with us. We have a good little show tonight for you. We're thinking of MLK. We're thinking of Martin Luther King.
What a difference he made in his lifetime.
And yes, and in our lifetime. And the sensibility and the awareness and the way we all think today is dramatically changed by his presence amongst us all.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to be out and right there next to him to know the enormous impact that he's had on the whole world around. And we have to pay attention to that, and we are paying attention to that, and you are paying attention to that as we are. And yeah, tomorrow's a holiday, but we're gonna be all right. So anyway, the very best to you on this important weekend. And oh my God, we got a little fun song here to do.
Oh, we got a fun song to do. Let's do it. We like fun songs.
And the thing is about this song, this is about rising above adversity. We got people on there?
Oh, yeah. We got friends here.
Whoa, the times are hard and our wages low. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. And the grub was bad and the winds did blow. And it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Whoa, leave her, Johnny, leave her. While the voyage is done and the gales do blow. And it's time for us to leave her. did he say? He said, leave her, Johnny, leave her. We can go ashore and we'll take our pay. And it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. While the voyage is done and the gales do blow. It's time for us to leave her. While our sails are furled and our work is done, leave her, Johnny, leave her. We can go ashore and we'll have some
fun.
And it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. While the voyage is done and the gales do blow. And it's time for us to leave her.
That was a good one. But, in that song, that said something about what we've been going through, too, which is hard times with weather. There's a lot of people having a lot of hard times with weather, storms blowing.
Yes, thank you for mentioning that, because I don't know where you are around the country, but please comment, please share. I'm sure you have an opinion or a thought about the weather in your neighborhood. Please put it on the comments. A lot of sea shanties that we sing, a lot of them that we know are somehow related to the weather. Stormy weather, stormy something.
Or some kind of hardship or something. This next one is a sweetie, too.
And this is a sweet song.
Hardship is saying goodbye.
Yeah, we kind of picked these songs because of MLK. We're thinking, rising above adversity, the challenges of life. It's a universal struggle for so many of us. Some harder for some than others. Mm-hmm. It's just across the front. But the idea is that here we have an opportunity to take a moment out in our busy week and our busy schedules and just sort of think about, contemplate the thoughts about rising above adversity, rising above the challenges of not only man against man, but man, weather against man.
And and music sometimes is the thing that can get you through it, right?
That's right. Oh my God.
It really can. Banjo! Aren't we happy we got banjo tonight? I love it.
As you know that I'm playing the banjo under duress.
It can't be tuned, so you just gotta give in to that. It's gonna change its
Molly
tune.
said, play the banjo tonight.
This song needs the
So
banjo.
if you like banjo music, you gotta thank Molly. Don't thank the performer. He was pushed into it.
Isn't it sweet? It's
the hardest instrument to play for me.
But it sounds so good.
But it's the sweetest.
It's so sweet. And this is a sweet song.
We're bound away for the break of day. Bye-bye, sweet Rosianna. For the fishing banks we'll make our way, and it won't be home tomorrow. The chorus. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Bye-bye, sweet Rosianna. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. And I won't be home tomorrow. Well, the ship is sailing around the bend. Bye-bye, sweet Rosianna. All loaded down with fishermen. And I won't be home tomorrow. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Bye-bye, sweet Rosianna. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. And I won't be home tomorrow. Well, the stars are rocking up above. Bye-bye, sweet Rosianna. For the ocean is the fisherman's love, and I won't be home tomorrow. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye sweet Rosanna. Bye 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 bye. And I won't be home tomorrow. Well, the green seas are rolling by my side. Bye bye sweet Rosanna. For the ocean is the fisherman's life, and I won't be home tomorrow. Now you've heard this enough. You can sing along.
Here we go.
Bye 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 bye. Bye bye sweet Rosanna. Bye 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 bye. And I won't be home tomorrow. All right, this is the last verse, and this is the most relevant to the weather we're going through. Well, the stormy sea is in a churn. Bye bye sweet Rosanna. So pray for me that I return, and I won't be home tomorrow. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye sweet Rosanna. Bye 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 bye. And I won't be home tomorrow.
Aw, so sweet.
Molly, thank you for pushing me to play the banjo tonight. And I hope if you
Anytime.
agree with Molly, you let everyone know in the comment section, because
Please, vote for banjo. oh, Dawn and Eric say, hey, you make Mark play the sousaphone next week? Ooh, I like this idea. I love it.
God bless you all for the wonderful sense of humor you have that you bring to the show. Oh my God, that's so fun. If you don't know Eric and Dawn, you're missing it out. They're wonderful people. They're a treasure. They are
That's
a treasure,
right.
and they're regular participants and contributors to this show, and they're dear friends. And Eric and Dawn are sailors.
Sailors, that's right.
And,
And poets and musical people. What
and
a
musical as well. And just all around wonderful people. We love them.
We love all of you guys. You're all fabulous, wonderful people. Are we going to Ireland now? I think we're going to
Yeah,
Ireland.
but I don't know how to pronounce the name of this song. It's called Road to...
Listún Varna? Please forgive us.
It's a lovely
We love
tune.
the tune, though.
You've heard us do this before, so it's
We
really
haven't
good.
done it in a while, so we thought it was time.
Yeah, it's time
Go
to
on
do
a
it.
little Irish
Here
journey.
we go.
1, 2, here we go.
To pick up a couple of the notes that fell on the floor.
Well, they were on the road.
They didn't make it out of they didn't make it. Oh my God, they didn't make it. And some of them you heard and you didn't. Oh my God.
They might have been left in the pub.
Yeah, I think they were left in the pub. Oh boy. Anyhow, we love that tune. We love that tune.
That's so fun.
Oh my gosh. There are more notes coming out of that tune than the words to the Gettysburg Address. I think I've used that line before anyway. Oh my God.
Oh,
So we've got this storm going on. And it's had it actually this we've gone through this before a couple of weeks ago. You'll remember we talked about an ocean storm in the Atlantic that was spinning, bringing us lousy weather.
That's right.
And we had a northeast wind that was hitting us for days.
Are you saying it's back?
No, this is its brother. This is his younger brother, is now of age. However, this one is a little bit farther out to sea, and so we're getting mostly a north wind. And that makes a huge difference for us.
We got snow.
We're starting to see snow today. We started to see snow on the ground, and snow in the air and snow on the ground.
We were in Edgartown. There was no snow. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, just go 10 miles and there's no snow on the ground, and another miles and we get inches of snow on the ground. So you have these storms that they're this life of the winter, one after another, and then we get a little burst of sunshine in between. And anyway, if you love weather as much as I love weather and pay attention to it, I'm more enthusiastic about watching storms on the ocean than I am about football. I can be candid about that. I can say that to all of you out there who are big fans of all of the teams in football, the people crashing into each other. I'm more into watching waves crash into each other than I am into watching people crashing into each other. I mean, it's more sensible to me. It makes a better sailor out of me to have a sense of awareness about it. But I don't know what it makes any sense. I'm not going to be critical now, but I'm going to say watching people run into each other, crashing and falling on the field, I'm not learning anything.
Except what not to do.
But I am enormously respectful of those who love to watch sports. Mind you, this is not a decision about my being judgmental about people and their pursuits. I'm just saying to you, I'm more fascinated by the movement of weather. And in a few minutes, Molly will have another story to share. But I am more fascinated by Mother Nature's shows, her performances.
And she's putting on a lot of shows in a lot of places right now.
Oh my God, right? And for those of you on the West Coast, please raise your hand. We love you. And we hope you're okay because you've been exposed to some really dramatic, amazing weather.
A lot of battering.
And we've got friends in Alabama too, and they've been going through weather too. See, so I think there's plenty to watch in life without having to watch people crash into each other on the field. I just think there's plenty to watch. There's plenty to, cheer our side or cheer whatever. Cheer the public safety officials who go running around trying to make everything all right. So, anyhow, I had to pump that in because this is dramatic weather we're going through right now, and I want to say it anyway.
Now, isn't this a song about dramatic weather too? What a segue.
The thing is that there's so many songs about stormy weather. It's like
you got your
that's
pick.
why I'm so like-minded with the songs I sing. I don't know any football songs. I mean, I do know a baseball song, but anyhow. But the good news is this: there's no shortage of weather songs on the ocean.
Here comes
If you know
one.
somebody who has a love for the ocean, you also know that they have a love for paying attention to which way the wind is blowing, where the temperature is going up or down, barometric pressure. You care about these things. This is the things in our life that are the colors of our life. And certainly as a New Englander, I don't want to say I'm exclusive to New England because I know around the country there are others as well. But I really like to pay attention. I mean, it's not only survival, but it's just great. Great. Makes you feel small in a big universe. When you have this storm like we're having today that's been hanging around for days. See, I silenced Molly. She has no comeback on that. That takes a lot. That's good. Please comment. I want your feedback, folks. This show is for you.
Oh, yeah. We're getting
Molly and I do this for you. This is the Mermaid song. And Mermaid is the story of bad weather.
Troublemakers.
Bad weather, bad luck. 'Twas Friday morn when we set sail. We'd not been far from land, when the captain spied a lovely mermaid with a comb, a glass in her hand. Oh, the ocean waves may roll, and the stormy winds may blow, while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, and the landlubbers lie down below.
This is a drinking
Well, wait a minute, you're getting hit. All right, I'll catch up with you. Up spoke the captain of our gallant ship, and a great old captain was he. I have a wife in Salem town tonight, a widow she'll be. Oh, the ocean waves may roll, and the stormy winds may blow, while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, and the landlubbers lie down below. Well, up spoke the cook of our gallant ship, and a greasy old cook was he. I care more for my kettles and my pots than I do for the bottom of the sea. Oh, the ocean waves may roll, and the stormy winds may blow, while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, and the landlubbers lie down below. Well, up spoke the cabin boy of our gallant ship, and a dirty little brat was he. I have some friends in Boston town who don't give a halfpenny for me. Oh, the ocean waves may roll, and the stormy winds may blow, while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, and the landlubbers lie down below. Well, 3 times round went our gallant ship, and 3 times round went she. The 3rd time round our gallant ship, she sank to the bottom of the sea. Last time, oh, the ocean waves may roll, and the stormy winds may blow, while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, and the landlubbers lie down below, and the landlubbers lie down below. All right, now it's my turn to have my.
There you go. We have to toast.
We're gonna make a toast to you. Toast to you all on this 3-day weekend. Let's be sensitive this weekend. Let's be thoughtful. Let's be courteous. Let's be loving.
And drink our non-alcoholic beverages.
Ginger beer. So speaking about watching the weather, it's not the only thing you can watch in January.
Oh boy, isn't that true?
If you're outside, go
that's
ahead.
right. So yesterday, for the very first time,
First time, she said.
first time, I joined up with and met them, the Martha's Vineyard Bird Club. And they're a bird watching group of just a bunch of people who love to go watch birds. And I've never done that before. But my grandmother was really into watching birds. And so was my uncle. And he used to go on a lot of trips for them and stuff. So I don't know, maybe it's sort of been building momentum with me. But when we take morning walks, I'll be like, oh, look at that cool bird. And that's what I know about them. Oh, cool bird. So I don't know their names, but I admire them and I think they're beautiful. And so I went out on the most blustery day.
Blustery. Did you hear her say blustery? It was windy.
It was frigid. It was raw. We were getting soaked. We were in inadequate shoes.
I'm going to just add one more thought. It was blustery. It was cold. It was a January overcast day. That storm was spinning out in the open ocean.
And 10 to 12 people showed up.
10 or 12.
Crazy people showed up.
They're not crazy. They're very sincere. They love what they do.
They know where to go.
But most of us would not
do it. Yeah. It takes a little level
stay
of
home
crazy.
with our wood stove.
I know, right?
Which is what I did.
Well, we were at the Aquina Cliffs, so of course it was like the
Gay
most
Head Cliffs.
exposed area.
We call them the Gay Head Cliffs when we were kids. Today
That's
we
right.
call them the Aquina
Aquina
Cliffs.
And
Because
whatever
that's their
you call
proper
them,
name.
they're
But
exposed.
if you're wondering where it is, go look it up. It's an amazing geological feature overlooking the ocean, overlooking the waters south of New Bedford and the
Cutty
Elizabeth Islands.
Cutty Hunk Seaman.
It's the bird center of every bird that lives in this area knows this area.
Yep. And that was why they took us there, even though the weather was terrible.
Yeah, you didn't go there for the pleasant sunny day.
Not for the pleasant sunny day. No beach combing. But we were perched up on the bluff and trying to get as much shelter as we could in the lee side of a building. And everybody had their binoculars and their telescopes, and we could see close up when somebody would find different things. And so I saw birds I had never seen before, and it was really cool. But I have to say that the one that fascinated me the most was called the harlequin duck. And if you've ever seen even just a picture of those,
go Google it.
Look at it. Yeah, Google it up. It looks like it's got makeup on because it's like all painted with these really cool patterns, black and white, but just in a very interesting pattern way of it. And this is a really active duck that likes to be in the stormy water. This is what they were telling me. It loves to be around the stormy water, but not just the stormy water. Oh no, this is like a daredevil duck because it likes to be around the rocks in the stormy weather. And the person who told me this said that the harlequin ducks are known for having the most broken bones because they just hang around.
No.
But they go back. They just love it there. I think they find a lot of food there. They dive. They dive really deep. And then they come up and they look amazing. They're amazing ducks. So it was a lot of really cool ones we saw. Lots of ones with long tails.
I got to come back for what you just did.
Okay.
Now, I didn't... yesterday was just... I'm sorry. I was a wimp. I was clearly a wimp. I was just totally in my own self-interest. No interest in going outside in that stormy bird-watching weather. But I will say this to you with great urgency and need to say is that birders are wonderful people.
They were a great
They're
group of
almost
people.
as wonderful as catboat people. And many of you already know that I'm a catboater. But they're enormously positive and gray skies. They're fair weather in spirit, even in the worst of weather. And they're not show-offs. I mean, there may some maybe, but they take the knowledge of birds to the heart, not just to be intellectually smart.
They want to share that knowledge.
They want to share
like
that.
cat voters. Yeah.
And the thing is that's so nice about them, and you know, I am more of a bird watcher than I am a bird watcher. I don't know birds. I can tell the difference between a cardinal and a robin. I can tell you that, and I know the difference between a duck and a goose. But I mostly enjoy the fellowship that arises between birders, and I hope you will comment on this, because I'm sure there are other groups, there are little niches or people that gather together who have so much fun. I know on the West Coast, my son knows of people into mushrooms. Oh my gosh, they're overflowingly enthusiastic about mushrooms. And there are people who are into interesting things about Mother Nature. And doesn't it affirm to you and to me and to all of those folks that we love, that when you engage in this kind of fellowship with friends and people, a cloudy, cold, drizzly, rainy, unpleasant day can be made sunny and shiny. And it's a little bit like a metaphor for the fellowship that we arise when we have these Sunday night things. We're obviously not doing this for economic measure. We're obviously not doing this because we've discovered a niche which is extremely profitable. And we do this because we have such a wonderful audience and fellowship. And please comment, because if you disagree with us, I want to see it in the comments. that might sparkle some interest. But it's true. We bring it up in this show tonight because this weather that we're going through in the last few days is gray. And even with a little snow on the ground, which is helpful in many ways, it's a tough time of year, and it's a tough time, for many people. And to gather together with people and watching a bird that looks like it gets up in the morning and puts lipstick on or puts all kinds of makeup on before it goes out to think of a bird doing that every morning is really kind of amazing. To see a bird looking that pretty on a gray, drizzly, lousy day, to see a pretty bird.
It was pretty amazing. Yeah, it really was.
And the people, they dress like you and I. They're not trying to impress anybody. So anyway, we had to go there. I'm sorry for anybody who's expecting just salty stories. We just have to share with this fellowship of that. And
that's right.
All right, so let me see. We got to make some more music.
Well, we got a song about
otherwise we're going to be reported
here,
to the Sunday at Sea committee that says you're not doing enough music. The Sunday at Sea committee that says we're not doing enough music. We're doing too much talking. All right. Are you out there if you think we're doing too much talking?
Uh-oh. Dare we look at the comments?
Oh my God, the comments are pouring in right now. And I hope you check back on this site in the week ahead, because some of the comments that roll in days after the show are worth paying admission. To put that somewhere.
Here, shall I put this?
Let me get Sophia.
Here, I'll put it over here. How's this?
All right, let me see. We're doing. Oh my God, do this in a harmonica too. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
You can do it. You can do it.
You're making me work tonight.
Bringing out all the instruments next week.
Sousaphone. Bring out all the instruments. What was the instrument we're going to do next week for Eric?
Going to be a marching band.
Oh my God. So anyway, in this fellowship of, you want to introduce the song? Tell them about it.
Well, we just thought, we talked a lot tonight and thought a lot about people going through hardship and stuff, and there's something about this song that addresses that, but also just has an amazing thankfulness and for being able to see your way through it. We just thought it was a good one.
You were supposed to keep talking.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no.
And I was supposed to provide you with background music.
Oh, please do.
See, so we obviously, our scripts are really good. We don't always stick to them literally, but anyway.
Oh, please
Molly,
playing
what's so nice about Molly, and please comment, is that Molly uses few words to say what Mark takes a day to explain. Molly gets right to the trace, so we don't even have to do a melody line. She just says it right then and there. If Molly was doing the music and I was doing the introduction, it would be a symphony. It would take, you'd be here an hour before we get into the song, right?
We're gonna work it out and have a good song here.
We haven't done this in a long time.
Oh, but I love this.
And we've tweaked it so that it is a sailor song.
That's right.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a sailor like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieve. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed.
Many dangers, toils, and snares we have already come. 'Twas grace that brought us safe thus far, and grace will lead us home.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a sailor like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see. I love it when you laugh. I love it. I think
So
we all love it
pretty.
when you laugh. If Mark can make
So
Molly
pretty.
laugh, we're making the day a better day. If Mark can't make Molly laugh, Mark's in trouble.
That hasn't happened. That hasn't happened.
Oh, I truly wish you all have a wonderful weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. We already spoke about the reason why tomorrow's a holiday, and I truly hope you observe it in some special way. Martin Luther King, we could use him now.
That's right.
There's parts of the world that could use him right now. And,
That's right. He did a lot to try to make the world a loving place. So we can do that in our little corners of the world too.
and his legacy helps us.
Oh boy. Oh, we know you can sing along with this one.
Thank you, everyone for your support. We want to shout out to our Patreon supporters who are loyal fans who contribute to help us do the show. To those of you who have contributed in other ways, you know.
Just contribute with your enthusiasm, your comments, your love. We love it all.
And we have to acknowledge it. We have to acknowledge it because even though, I mean, we need you. We need you to be part of this amazing system we got going here. Capstan, see the cable running clear. He will ran where the wheelboards. Oh, New England, we do see rolling home, rolling home, rolling home. Across the sea, rolling home to dear New England, rolling home, dear God to thee. Fare thee well, ye Spanish maidens, it is time to bid adieu. Happy times we've spent together. Happy times I've spent with you. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home. Round Cape Horn, one frosty morning, and the sails were full of snow. Tighten those sheets and pull in those halyards. Let her out and let her go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear New England. Rolling home, dear God to thee. All right, this is the last verse.
Oh, it's the best one.
Have a wonderful week, all of you.
We love
Please
you.
consider contributing a comment or two in the days ahead. There's so many followers of the show. They check in on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's amazing. And Molly and I look at every one of them. Molly's much better than me at commenting and responding. But it's just you're in this. I'm sorry, you're in the program. You're in it.
Thank you.
Sorry, you can't no walking away and hiding. You're in the show. Many thousand miles behind us. Many thousand miles to go. The ocean lifts her waves to bring us to that well. Remember shore, rolling home. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have a wonderful week.